Hey everyone, it's Professor Clark, and in this short lecture, we are going to be introduced to a new kind of verb, which is verbs ending in the suffix ovat. So these ovat verbs form a very large and rapidly growing class of verbs. A lot of times when a foreign word is borrowed into Russian, they will create a verb out of it by adding ovat. So this is one of the most productive classes of verbs in Russian, meaning that more and more verbs are being created for this class every year. And this is a very stable and predictable class of verbs in the sense that once you learn how to conjugate them, they're extremely stable and predictable and easy to use, but they do have this strange conjugation that you have not seen before, or rather the endings are all the same. They're regular first conjugation endings, but a strange mutation takes place. So when we form the non-past with these verbs, we're going to drop the ovat and replace it with an u, and then add our first conjugation endings. So the ova becomes u. For example, savjetovat, to advise or recommend, becomes savjetuju. We drop that ovat, add u, and then our first conjugation endings. Я советую, ты советуешь, она советует, мы советуем, вы советуете, and они советуют. However, the past tense is very straightforward. It is just formed from the infinitive, and the stress will always be fixed. So советовать becomes он советовал, она советовала, оно советовало, они советовали. If the stress is on the a in the suffix in the infinitive, which it very often is, it will drop back to the u in the non-past. So рисовать, to draw, becomes рисую with a stress on the u, рисуешь, рисует, рисуем, рисуете, рисуют. And there you have ovat verbs in a nutshell. They are very easy to learn once you remember how to conjugate them. So they do tend to trip people up a little bit at first. Once you get used to them, they are very regular and predictable and easy to use.